Welcome to Session 2 on the anatomy and physiology of the human body cell. By the end of this video, you are expected to define the human body cell, explain its characteristics, and describe its structure and the functions of its organelles. The human body cell is the smallest functional unit of the body. It develops from a single cell called a zygote, formed by the fusion of an ovum and a spermatozoon. Individual cells are too small to be seen with the naked eye. However, they can be visualized when stained in the laboratory and magnified by a microscope. The characteristics of a cell include reproduction, irritability, movement, and excretion of waste products through the cell membrane. Other characteristics are growth until maturity, respiration, which involves taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, and metabolism, which includes taking in and utilizing nourishment. The human cell structure consists of a plasma membrane enclosing organelles floating in a watery fluid called cytosol. Key organelles include the nucleus, mitochondria, ribosomes, and endoplasmic reticulum. Other important organelles are the Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, microfilaments, and microtubules. The plasma membrane is made of two layers of phospholipids with embedded protein molecules. Phospholipids have a hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail. The phospholipid bilayer is structured like a sandwich. Membrane proteins give the cell immunological identity, act as receptors for chemical messengers, function as enzymes, and aid in transport across the membrane. The nucleus is the largest organelle, contained within a porous membrane. It holds the body's genetic material, built from DNA and proteins called histones, forming chromatin. The functional subunits of chromosomes are genes. RNA transfers information from nuclear DNA to the cytoplasm for protein synthesis, controlled by genes in the DNA. Mitochondria are often described as the, quote, powerhouse of the cell. They are involved in aerobic respiration, producing chemical energy in the form of ATP. Ribosomes are tiny granules of RNA and protein. They synthesize proteins from amino acids using RNA as a template. They are found free in the cytoplasm, or on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum consists of interconnected membranous canals. Smooth ER synthesizes lipids and steroids. Rough ER is the site for synthesizing proteins that are exported from the cell, like enzymes and hormones. The Golgi apparatus consists of stacks of flattened membranous sacs. It packages proteins from the endoplasmic reticulum into secretory granules, which are then exported through the plasma membrane. Lysosomes are secretory vesicles containing enzymes that break down fragments of organelles and large molecules inside the cell. In white blood cells, they digest foreign material like microbes. Microfilaments are tiny protein strands providing structural support. Microtubules are contractile protein structures involved in cell movement and the organization of proteins in the plasma membrane. Cell division is the process by which cells replicate themselves. The two main types of cell division are mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is when a single cell divides into two identical daughter cells. The first stage, prophase, involves chromatids becoming visible and the mitotic apparatus forming, with the nuclear envelope disappearing. The next stage, metaphase, involves chromatids aligning at the center of the spindle. During anaphase, sister chromatids separate, and one chromatid from each pair moves toward opposite poles. Telophase is the final stage, where the mitotic apparatus disappears, the chromosomes uncoil, and the nuclear envelope reforms. Following telophase, the cytoplasm and plasma membrane divide, forming two identical cells. Organelles develop as the cell matures during interphase. Meiosis is the process of cell division for forming reproductive cells or gametes. It involves two divisions, resulting in 4 daughter cells, each with 23 chromosomes, known as the haploid number. Fertilization restores the full complement of 46 chromosomes, the diploid number, half from each parent. The sex is determined by the sex chromosomes. Females have 2 X chromosomes, while males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. The sperm determines the child's sex. X-bearing sperm results in a female, and Y-bearing sperm results in a male. Functions of human body cells include being the basic unit of life, providing protection and support, and enabling movement through specific molecules like those in muscle cells. Cells also function in communication by producing and receiving signals, performing metabolism for energy release, and facilitating inheritance by containing genetic information. Key points to remember are that cell division is replication, meiosis forms reproductive cells, and the human body cell is the smallest functional unit. Remember that the human body develops from a single zygote, with cell multiplication leading to specialized cells, all sharing the same genetic makeup as the original zygote. For evaluation, consider what the plasma membrane consists of and the main functions of the cell. Here are the references used for this video.